Hello, my name is Stuart Graham. I'm an independent insurance advisor and I'm the owner of Graham Life Services. I want to start off by saying this video is a little bit longer than I wanted, but I just felt I could not break up this information and really bring the clarity that I was going for. So today I'm going to be covering the basics of Medicare. I'll be covering what Medicare is and I'll talk about who it's for. I will also talk about the different parts of Medicare and give a general overview of what each part covers. At the end of this video, this really complex thing called Medicare is going to all make sense, I promise. I have created a manual that goes along with this video and takes you step by step through nearly every essential process that you will encounter while making your Medicare decisions. So download that manual for free from my website, or you can order one in print as well. Now, for all this Medicare stuff to really make sense, you might have to watch this video a few times, read the manual that I created, and you might even have to take some notes. But I promise you that by doing so, you'll be able to wrap your brain around all this Medicare nonsense. And if you're still having trouble after doing all that, I'm just a phone call away. So let's dive in. What is Medicare and who is it for? Medicare is health insurance provided by the federal government to people that fall into three different groups or categories. The first and largest group of Medicare beneficiaries is people who are 65 years of age or older. Everyone over the age of 65 is entitled to Medicare, but how much you pay for it is based on how many years that you've worked and paid taxes in the United States. It's also based on your yearly income. The second group of people is people that are on Social Security disability and have been receiving benefit payments for 24 consecutive months. So long as the person is receiving Social Security disability benefits and has been doing so for 2 years, it doesn't matter how old they are, they will still be entitled to Medicare benefits. Finally, the last group of people is people that have what's called end-stage renal disease. And these people need kidney transplants and are currently on dialysis. So Medicare is health insurance provided by the federal government for people that are over the age of 65, receiving Social Security disability, or have end-stage renal disease. Now that we know what Medicare is and who it's for, let's talk about the different parts of Medicare and what each part covers. There are 4 parts of Medicare: Medicare Part A, Medicare Part B, Medicare Part D, and Medicare Part C. Yes, I know I said them out of alphabetical order, but I did so to help bring some more clarity to the different parts of Medicare later on in the video. There is also another part of Medicare that's talked about a lot, and that's a Medicare supplement plan. It's the only part of Medicare not regulated or provided by the federal government, but is provided by private health and life insurance companies. All other parts of Medicare are highly regulated or directly provided by the federal government, but Medicare supplement plans are not. Now, Medicare supplement plans are standardized, but they are not regulated. It's okay if you don't know the difference, it's just important to know that there is one. Okay, so what does each part of Medicare cover? Let's start with Medicare Part A. Medicare Part A is called hospital insurance, and it covers services like inpatient hospital stays, skilled nursing facility stays, hospice, and home health care. If you have worked for at least 10 years and paid taxes during that time, Part A typically doesn't cost you anything per month, but you will have deductibles and co-pays that you'll be responsible for when you need services. Moving on to Medicare Part B. Medicare Part B is called medical insurance, and it covers services like visits to the doctor's office or other healthcare providers, outpatient care, durable medical equipment, and many other preventative services. Medicare Part B does have a monthly premium that's based on your yearly income. And just like Part A, Medicare Part B doesn't cover all the costs either. In addition to your monthly premium, you'll be responsible for Medicare Part B deductibles and coinsurance. When Medicare first started in 1965, Parts A and B were the only ones available. This is why Parts A and B together are considered original Medicare, because originally it was all you could get. So if you hear someone say the term original Medicare, they're talking about Parts A and B combined. As time passed, the government realized a problem. The needs of the aging Medicare population was changing, and though original Medicare was very helpful, it didn't help to relieve the burden of expensive prescription drug costs that Medicare beneficiaries were incurring each and every year. So in 2006, the federal government introduced Medicare Part D. Medicare Part D is called a standalone prescription drug plan, and it covers prescription medications that are filled at your local pharmacy. These plans are run by private insurance companies that hold a Medicare contract. Each standalone prescription drug plan must be approved by Medicare each year before it can be offered to you. There is a monthly premium for a standalone prescription drug plan, as well as other costs too, like deductibles and copays and coinsurance, all of which vary from plan to plan. Let's do a quick recap. In order to be adequately covered and to avoid any late enrollment penalties, you need Medicare Part A to cover hospital visits, Part B to cover doctor's visits and a standalone prescription drug plan, or Part D to cover the medicines that you take. With Parts A, B, and D, you may have all your bases covered, but you could still be on the hook for some serious cash if you were to have some major medical issues. So the typical question is this: how can I get some help with all the potential extra costs that I could be responsible for? And this is where Medicare Part C or Medicare Supplement Plan can really help out. Now, based on the law, you can only have one or the other. But before you can enroll in either, you must first enroll in Parts A and B. Those are like the keys that open the doors of the other Medicare options. Let's look at Medicare Part C. Medicare Part C is also called a Medicare Advantage Plan. Medicare Advantage plans are provided by private health insurance companies that are regulated and approved by Medicare. Just like with Medicare Part D plans, these plans must be approved by Medicare each and every year before they can be offered to you. By law, these plans must cover everything that Original Medicare covers. They can always offer more than Original Medicare, but they can never offer less than Original Medicare. Medicare Advantage plans are unique in the fact that they function much like group health plans that you may get from an employer. Your claims and the administration of your health care is through private health insurance companies and not through the federal government. While you still need to pay your premium for your Part B, Medicare Advantage plans typically have little to no additional monthly premium. They also offer extra benefits that aren't covered by Original Medicare, like dental and vision coverage, as well as memberships to a local gym, which is pretty cool. Usually Medicare Advantage plans combines your Part A, your Part B, and your Part D all into one plan. There is only one card to show to the doctor, the hospital, and the pharmacy, and thankfully, that card does not have your Social Security number on it. The right Medicare Advantage plan can be pretty sweet, but they aren't for everyone. So if a Medicare Advantage plan is not a good fit for you, but you still want some help with the potential out-of-pocket costs, a Medicare Supplement Plan is your other option. Medicare Supplement Plans are provided by private health and life insurance companies, and again, although they are standardized, they are not regulated by Medicare. There are 10 different types of Medicare Supplement Plans that are currently on the market, all of them with different monthly premiums based on their benefit structures. The richer the benefits, the more expensive it is each month, and vice versa. It is important to note that if you choose a Medicare Supplement Plan instead of a Medicare Advantage plan, you will still need to have a prescription drug plan in order to avoid a late enrollment penalty, even if you don't take any medications. So if you choose a Medicare Supplement Plan, you must also choose a Part D drug plan as well, so keep that in mind. So let's do a super fast recap. Medicare Parts A and B are considered Original Medicare, and enrolling in them is the key that unlocks the doors for the other Medicare options. From there are two basic routes to go to get help with the out-of-pocket cost that you could incur when you receive services. You can choose a Medicare Advantage plan, which is called Part C of Medicare, or you can choose a Medicare Supplement Plan, partner with a standalone prescription drug plan, also called Part D. You now know the basic parts of Medicare and have a general idea of what each part covers. Let's take you a little bit deeper in the next video. You can only enroll in each part of Medicare at specific times called enrollment periods. So make sure that you watch the video about enrollment periods to learn when those periods are so that you can be sure to enroll at the right time. I hope this video has been helpful and that you are more informed to make better decisions about your Medicare. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me by phone or by email. I'll be happy to assist you in any way possible. Thank you so much for watching and have a blessed day.